Hey guys, Augiesaint here and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I have the D4 patch notes for you guys. The 1.1.3 build should be coming up next week sometime, so let's actually have a look. Oh, it actually says the August 29th, so it is really soon. We are on the 27th today, so in 2 more days we should be getting these. So let's go through these patch notes. Let's have a look. Monsters, crowd control sources. We have made various changes to monster abilities and elite affixes that apply crowd control effects, including cold enchant elites that attack in quick succession, e.g. ghost archers and snake brutes will no longer proc the cold enchant on every hit. Okay, that's a good step in the right direction, but pretty much anything with cold enchants like freezes you straight away all the time. Pretty stupid, but it's good to see they are trying to reduce that. So let's move on. Chilling Wind will spawn overlapping way less often. Okay, so there's less of those areas spawning, so you can actually like get out of the way. The stun ability from the Cannibal Gorg can now be more easily avoided. Now, the only way you could really avoid it before was going unstoppable or like spacebarring right as he slaps down. So we'll see what they do with that. Increase the cooldown of the Cold Goatman Ice Pillars. Alright, less Ice Pillars. Reduce the amount of chill applied from the Cold Spider attack. They'll have to attack you more often to chill you. Or to freeze you ultimately. Reduce the stun duration from the Nagari Snake Eyes from 1.5 to 1.25 seconds. I mean 0.25 seconds. I should really just drop this down to 1 second. Other changes that reduce how often the player can be targeted by crowd control. Other changes that reduce how often the players can be targeted by crowd control. Like, I'm not really understanding that one. Developers note these changes are aimed at players having less time being crowd controlled and receiving more recovery time after being crowd controlled, especially at higher world tiers. Okay, that's good to see that we're moving in that direction. And then for general, the death explosion from fire enchanted monsters releases 1 less wave and deals 20% less damage. Both of these changes are nice, although you could make them release even less waves, because you gotta wait, like you kill it, then it does the big AoE and it does the 2 little lines that it like pulses out. Just take all of the lines pulsing away and just give it that 1 AoE as it dies, because this isn't really like challenging, it's just annoying. Like, you have to stand there and wait for the mob to die before you can pick up your loot. It's just more inconvenience than what it does add like difficulty to the game. So let's see, damage from the bloated corpse fiend charge attack has been reduced by 14%. Okay. That's all the guys that like knock you back and like stun you a little bit. They don't stun you, but they make your character like bug out a little bit because they technically push you back. So that is good there, I guess. Miscellaneous affixes on items will now sort consistently. Let's have a see. At the developer's note, we're adjusting how affixes are displayed on item tooltips in Season of Blood. This change will lay the foundation for our ongoing work of making random affixes easier to compare. Okay, sounds good. The seasonal and my class filters in the Codex Powers menu now remember the setting previously selected by the player. That is actually really good, because whenever you go to the Codex and you want to like quickly put on a aspect you have saved in the Codex, you have to click the little drop down menu and select it every single time. It's really annoying. So it's good that it will be remembered. Navigating the glyph upgrade menu on controller will now feel more natural. Good for you controller players. Achievements, trophies, and challenges with shared unlock criteria across platforms now transfer via cross-platform progression. Okay, good to know if you play cross-platform. Bug fixes, Season of the Malignant. Just fixing a bunch of bug fixes there. I won't cover these all too deeply. Just skim through them, see if we see anything. Fix an issue. Legendary drop. Okay, gameplay. When the following skills and powers are applied by a player on a monster, other players were unexpectedly able to benefit from the effect. This issue has been fixed. Skill and passives, decrepify, blah blah blah, paragon nodes and glyphs. Alright. Fix an issue where druid players' inventory could fill up with spirit blessings, blocking progression for quests that had items associated with them. I've never had this happen, but it is good that they fixed it. Fix an issue where players could lose cinders upon entering a cellar. Interesting issue there. Where players could become temporarily stationary when trying to evade immediately after casting a channeled spell. Interesting. Treasure golems did not drop guaranteed legendary. Fix an issue where multiple bosses were not guaranteed to drop legendary items. Alright. User interface, fix an issue. Clan, blah blah blah. Nothing major there. Miscellaneous, fix an issue. Mounted NPCs, yada 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 yada. The best things is actually attacking these crowd control things, because crowd control is not fun at all. It's really annoying, and like being perma CC'd with chilling and frozen enemies and stuff like that. It's just not fun to play against it, especially if you're not playing an unstoppable bulwark druid, which is like every single other build and class in the game. You have to deal with these CCs all the times. Even after playing my druid for so long, as soon as I play another class, I'm like, wow, where's my unstoppable? Because this is just not fun to play. So good that they are doing that. I wish they would do these things faster and add more changes. I mean, stuff that we've already had in D3 and whatever. But they are moving in a good direction, so I'll give them that. So we'll see how this all goes and how this ties in with Season 2 coming up in October. I did do the patch notes that they're going to do for Season as well, so go check those out on the channel. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please drop a like and a sub to the channel. It helps me out so much, and I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one. Augiesaint out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the